touchback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence steps away to his left. It's complete to Robinson. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he was a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a... The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
2020 wasn't the year that Chandler Jones would normally have because of a biceps injury. Only 1 sack in the 5 games played. But he had 17 sacks in 2017, 19 in 2019. Let's play some numerology here. Can he have 21 in 2021?
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's more on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And that is incomplete.
Did a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. DJ Chark the intended target, and now it's third down. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they...
And looking for Cliff, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off at the 25, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson again.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
James Robinson
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
115 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
13.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And this will be swung out here for counter. Not able to... Single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Murray now.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw, it's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Murray to air it out again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Prater's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here's Harris to return it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Murray now on first down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Murray with a third and long. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing again, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Shark's got it, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Murray now to throw. Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now Murray again. And he fires one incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
this? They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play